Alright, so this is a video on the difference between lead generated and local Viking. That's more of the common two tools that people tend to be going against. I'm trying to compare the two. So I just want to first look at their pricing and we'll go from there, okay? So, alright, so the main attraction to this kind of software is Gmb tracking. So that's the main feature of all this, but you got to look at, okay, what do they also allow inside there? So let's look at this. Keywords are updated based on the schedule you choose. So basically this is local Viking. So if you look at, they've got a $20 section for a single location, and they've got $39 per month plus an additional charge per location, $69 a month plus per location. To me, that's a little bit of complicated pricing. Versus if we look at the pricing plan on lead generated, it's pretty darn simple. They're a little bit more expensive to start, like 10. So you got 10 here, but you're also at, so for 10 companies here, but then you're also at plus an additional one per location. Or so no, this is, so just to understand their pricing here, if we go to 20 there, so we'll go to, what's 20 times 3.45? So we're seeing how they do their pricing. Twice 20 times 3.45, so that's 69. So that's what they're doing with their pricing there. So 20 locations there. So local Viking is cheaper than lead generated from the front, but what does that all get you? What are the features inside of lead generated versus the features inside of local Viking? So let's go down here to the features. Local Viking stack up here. So they've got a number of different other platforms beside lead generated. Lead generated is kind of the dark horse right now in this. So, but if we look at Gmb Insights, Gmb Insights is basically telling you about each Gmb, post scheduling, auto post scheduling. What this is important for is anybody who knows what works with GMBs knows that Gmb posts only last a week, and so you need to be able to either keep continuous scheduling or you got to be there in every week. So that's what that enables you to do. Gmb Location Management. What this enables you to do is to change or edit the Google My Business listing from inside the platform, so you don't have to log into each one of your Google My Business listings. Geo Image Geo Tagging, that essentially takes care of the stuff that Geo Imager normally you have to go outside of the Imager tool to use. One-click automated geo tagging, that's another solid feature there. So same thing except for one-click versus detail. I mean, you can do you can automate it in one click, or you can do detail for if you want to add more or different diverse details per photo. So Gmb Review Management System. So what this is it's basically a reputation management where you can set it up so your clients get automatic or have a review automatically, or review opportunities sent to their clients, so then they can get their reviews set up on their Google My Business listing without a lot of hassle. And it also, I don't know if local Viking enables you to do this, but what lead generated enables you to do is have a portal for your client to log into to see how everything's doing. So what GeoGrid ranking tracking, this is the golden tool right here. That's what everybody loves. I mean, that's what people are posting about here. If we look at inside here, this is what, anybody know how to track the GMBs like this? People want to see the tools in action here. So that's why we want to see, because Google My Business listings show up differently depending on where you're searching for them. So that's really it, right? So then automatic reversion technology. So then it's an automated process, but then you don't risk somebody coming into your GMB and changing it to closed, for instance. You know, your business is closed, somebody else can go in and try to edit that. What this does is prevent somebody from going in and editing your business hours or editing your hours or whatever. So then we got a few there. How does pricing work? Based on the total number of locations you have. So it's location-based pricing. Can I add sub-users? Sure. So then you can add as many sub-users as you want. Cancel anytime. Support with live support during US business hours. Custom plans. Okay. Free trial. No free trial there. So let's go over to lead generated and examine their stuff too. Okay. All right, so then if we go to, we've got monthly set up here. We had monthly set up over here as well, so we know we're fair here. If we go up to here, that's on the monthly, not the yearly. So then we're equal, comparing apples to apples. $40 a month here, $39.97. So it's twice as expensive to have just one company there, but you can also have 10 GMB locations in here versus what it happens here is one location. So you can have one GMB location in here for $20 versus in lead generated, you've got 10 GMB locations you can manage. You got unlimited GMB posts, that's the same here. And then you've got 25 Google AdWords tools exports. So this is not something available on Local Viking. 25 questionnaires. So this is an additional this is like Google Forms but integrated inside of lead generated. So your clients can make different forms and integrate that with reputation management. So 25 due diligence worksheets. So this is for prospecting. If you're looking for a business that you want to work for, because you can see that they're easy, they're low-hanging fruit to go after, then you can look. Then that gives you 25 due diligence sheets. So you can go after 25. Look at 25 prospects there. Form spam filters. So what this is on a WordPress, they give you a WordPress site. They give you a plugin, and that plugin connects to all the forms on the site. And what you can do is limit the IP address of where somebody can fill that form out on. So in case somebody's getting a lot of spam from India or from outside the US, because all the business clients would be from the US, right? If it's a US based company, you can do that for any company around the world. All right, unlimited website forms. So you can do basically form spam filters, that goes hand in hand with that. So Zapier integration, so it integrates with other tools. CallSling integration, that's your tracking phone number. Unlimited users, that's the same as Local Viking. So with this, you've got, if we go down here, you've got, I want to see if that's same here as users. Can we add sub-users, add unlimited users as well? That's the same. Weebly connection, so it integrates not only with that, but also the WordPress and Weebly, so it integrates directly with websites. So it has a lot more weekly webinar access. So what this is, it's a Facebook group, and then Patrick, the creator of this system, will go on and give you additional access. Ticketing support system, so they're really fast. They get back to me faster than I realize, and then I go back into my account and realize that that's the way. So as you can tell, the way I'm talking about, I'm a lead generated supporter here. I wanted to look at what Local Viking offers, and then to see what the difference in functionality is, because what you're paying here is one per location. So what you can do for this one is, as I said earlier, you got 10 locations here. That's what your pricing is. So with these ones, you got 10 locations, so it's $40. So lead generated doesn't have this first tier like this. The lead generated kind of starts here as well. So the rank credits. So then you can follow different keywords on see how your GMB is ranking. So you've got rank tracking essentially for Google My Business listings. And then here, so you've got 165 7x7 grid searches here. So so 165 is the number there. And if we go to pricing plan here, let's go to heat maps. So you've got 30 GMB heat map searches on the $40 plan, but you can expand that to, let's see, so then you've got 30 heat map searches, but you can go from a 7x7 grid up to a 13x13 grid. So that gives you a lot, and you can adjust the radius between the distance between each dot as well. So there's significant functionality differences here between lead generated and Local Viking. So then let's go to here, location, monitor your location attributes and get notifications when they try to make malicious updates. So that makes sense. So then let's go to here. So you've got 165 7x7 heat maps to run. And then you can also track a variety of ones there. The tracking feature isn't available here inside of lead generated yet, but there's a lot of stuff coming out before the end of 2020, according to Patrick. So as far as things in development, it's just like there's a lot of things being pushed out. It's a lot. So I just wanted to give a quick overview of what the differences are between here, and then let's go. I just want to give you a sneak peek into this lead generated piece, because you can easily go look at Local Viking, but not many people know about lead generated. All right, so this is the heat map feature that everybody wants to know about. It's just like the difference between lead generated and Local Viking. Local Viking gives you the ability to do 7x7 grids, and versus what local versus lead generated gives you the ability to do a variety of different types here. And then for, like, I've ran all sorts of ones here. So let's look at this one here, looking at painters. But inside here, I've got this one's on in Portland, Maine. And so then you've got this is what the heat map does. It gives you the location-based Google My Business listing. So according to the ocean, if you're searching out for the ocean, for painting service, you're going to be golden. But as you go up into the actual Portland area, he's doing well in here. But as you go north and as you go south down the coast, things don't go so well. So what you can easily do here is also click rerun. So then we rerun. What it does here is it adds a heat map request, and then it takes about 5 minutes for it to come around typically. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's a little slower depending on how much is running on it. What also a new unique feature inside of lead generated is you can also add in, like, so I'm going to go create new heat map, then we're going to go down. I'm going to fill this out a second here. So here's how it works. So you're going to search for the specific Google My Business listing here, and then you're going to add a keyword into it here, and then something's going to tell what, basically determine the order that it's coming up in. You can choose the radius of your dots here, and then you can choose I generally choose the 9x9. But then what it's going to do here, what you can also do, notice how half my dots are in the ocean right now? Like, nobody's going to be searching for painting out there, and you'd be wasting a search essentially if you did it like that. So what we're going to do here is do a custom search. So I want to zoom out, so control and scroll wheel. What we're going to do here is we're going to grab and draw a shape. So we're going to click on that, and then we're able to draw a shape down the line. We don't need to get into the forest preserve, so we're going to go down here, homestead. And we'll just kind of go around here. And we're going to estimate what that is, and then go up to Fort Lauderdale, and right over again, right? So what that's going to do is trigger that to be able to go through the whole area instead of being out in the ocean and wasted. So then we're going to go here and we're going to run this heat map. Okay, heat map request added. So then it's going to take a minute and run it for us as it goes through. So we'll wait about 5 minutes and it'll be done. I'll come back then. All right, so this is the heat map that ran. Obviously not doing so great, but you can look at the competitors right in here and see. So Home Painter Pros here, it's going to do that. Or what sometimes you got to do is go down here and go to averages. And then you can do Home Painter Pros, search that. And then you can see, well, they're doing better. They're probably based up on the coast there. So then we'll just search for another one here. Well, there's really no good painters down here. Might have found a good niche to go into, you know, as far as doing rank and rent, you know, it's pretty good. So we'll do Carla's painting. We'll see. Looks like everybody's doing well up the coast, but maybe there's just no painting in California. Who knows? But then you can just see the difference in that each one's different in there. So painting and waterproofing. So. But yeah, then you can go around on the map and look around. You can also draw different heat maps based on draw a rectangle. So then you can draw a heat map specific to this area here. And then you can look at, it'll take that specific ones in here and then you could create a new heat map on top of that. So you can, there's a lot of different ways to draw heat maps on here, which gives a lot of custom functionality here. Like you can eliminate the center piece here. You can not. So there's a lot of different areas to go after. And what's one of the unique pieces of this is also that you can share with your clients. So you can look at, you can click on share results, and what this does is give you a link to this particular heat map. And so then you can copy that and send it off to your client and say, okay, well here's, they'll have a picture of what when you started with them and then when you end them, and then you can clearly see the difference in heat map size or heat map, whether it's red or green or yellow or whatever. You can clearly see the changes. It's really helpful. But then also sometimes people want PDF reports, so you can generate a PDF file. And then what that enables you to do is it shares all the companies on there, and then it also shares a picture of it on there as well. So heat map details, you save it whatever you want there. Takes a minute to download. So this is what the PDF looks like here. So it has basically the screenshot of it all there, and then also it gives you a screenshot of everything else on here. So it's actually it's a picture, so they can't just go and copy and paste all these numbers somewhere else, but they can have the access to the information. All right, so that's kind of a brief overview of the difference between local Viking and lead generated. And obviously I'm for lead generated, but you know, I wanted to kind of compare the difference and help you out there. So Over, have a great day.